Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to dive into the latest venture Football Manager seems to be diving into within the Sega universe. Today we're going to talk about Sega Football Club Champions, a free-to-play game, but it does look like it's going to be monetized through in-app purchases. That's going to be available on Steam, PlayStation, One Store, iOS and Android. This is brand new. This has just come out. Video Games Channel did a website. The Lujo's done a tweet about it, so it's all pretty brand new. But basically, what they've announced today is that Sega are going to do something called Sega Football Club Champions, and it's going to be powered by the Football Manager. Now, I'm assuming it's a database. Bear in mind, we've had all that talk about the database in my last video. So they've launched this. Now, I'm interested in this because remember recently we've had the update where Man City got taken off. So is it because Man City's license has been transferred to the Sega Football Club Champions? Now, this is based on a Japanese game, but it's only the second release. According to Video Game Channel, this is only the second release. I've had a look. It's not really been released since 2013. But the last time it was released was on PS2. This is now going to be available on PlayStation. This is going to be available on PC. This is going to be available on mobile. This game is going to be like a management sim. They've brought the license over for Manchester City onto it, as well as the Korean leagues and the Japanese J1 to J3 leagues. The idea is basically it's like Road to Glory, local fame to global glory. So as you can see, look, you've got pre-registration open. They've officially launched this website today. Pre-registration was open today and the closed beta. So I'll put the link in this here. We can see a couple of screenshots which are really quite nice. Now, if the management, again, this is Sega, if they've worked here, maybe, and this is maybe, bear in mind we've got player animations, maybe, and I mean, I'm going to try and zoom in. There you go. Would we be happy if that's what Football Manager 26 looked like? Maybe. I mean, obviously, ignore all the extra bits around the edges, but I wouldn't be necessarily cross if it looked a little bit like that. I'd hope it'd be a little bit better, but I wouldn't be overly cross if that's the first step into Unity. Obviously, they do look a bit like football players. It's not great graphics. It's a screenshot, but it's more than what we've had for FM25 or 26 so far. I quite like this. This is obviously a bit more graphical. I quite like that. I quite like the build-up. If it's anything like that, that's quite cool. I like that. Obviously, it's a lot of Japanese writing, but that's nothing major. So there's two modes. You've got Korea mode. I think they've taken a bit of EAFC here. Manage a team, call the shots, and build on a pitch. Look, you can see here, it's very similar to EAFC, that is. And then you've got Dream Team, which basically sounds like they're going to be doing Ultimate Team. Which, again, quite an interesting way of doing it. Are they looking to compete with EAFC, knowing how EAFC's been pushed on? They're going to have it on PC, like we said, mobile, and they've talked about having it on PlayStation and One Store, which I'm not quite sure One Store is. So as I said, the J-League, K-League, FIFA Pro, so it's got proper FIFA licensing, and it's got the Manchester City. It's 1,500 athletes from Japan, as well as Korea and Man City. 10,000 pro footballers to recruit. So again, 10,000 pro footballers based on FIFA Pro, probably based on the data of Football Manager as well. That's really interesting. There's a Facebook page. Okay, pre-registration open. So if you were to pre-register, you can do it on wishlist on PS5 or PS4 and Steam. You get unlock post-launch rewards for everyone based on pre-registered users. So they've obviously got income. This is probably where it's going to be. I believe it's supposed to be free. But you can see here, look, it's going to be a buy-to-play type system of 3,000 GB, whatever GB is going to be. Must be some sort of currency, a pre-registration training ticket, training card packs. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this. It's gonna be interesting. I think this is their take on basically EAFC's Ultimate Team, obviously. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Now, if you were to register, let's go to closed beta. So the application period is from the 31st to the 13th, so you've got 2 weeks to apply. They're looking for 15,000 users to participate in the closed beta. Fill out the application form to be informed about the start of the closed beta and how to join. So they're looking to launch this fairly soon, it looks like. I've had a look at the specs. The specs aren't too dissimilar to what they want in Football Manager. You'll be playing it via test flight on iOS. I've used test flight. That's a very simple way of using it, and you can do all that. I've done that before with test flight. If you want Android, you go apply with the Gmail address linked to your Google Play, and with Steam, you need to make sure your email address is accessible on your PC. Here it is then. You sign up, and I think what we're going to try and do is sign up myself. I gotta put my age in. Yes, I am 40. There you go. You choose your choices. This is obviously to do it via your phone. Which are the titles you played before? Obviously, Football Manager, playing at most. How much would you say you spent on? This is key. In-game purchases in past 12 months. So maybe it is like Konami's eFootball and EAFC. Ooh, I don't know. Having something attached to the Football Manager, it's always going to be like a lot of controversy because we still haven't heard about Football Manager 26. In-game app purchases, I'm not enamoured by the fact that they're going to have something like that coming in for it. But I think what it basically means is Sega are looking at, okay, we've got all the Football Manager data as we know on the database. How can we use that? How can we monetize it? Let's try and do our own version of a game from they launched back last in 2013. And let's see if we can actually, I think that's fine. I don't know whether or not I like the game. I'm definitely going to try and play the game on the beta. It'll be very interesting to see what that looks like. I'm really excited to see that. But let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Will you want to sign up to the beta? I'll put the link in the comments below. And obviously let me know if you want to join up. Maybe we can play games against each other. That'd be quite cool. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully you liked. Why not drop us a like and subscribe? And why not check out one of these other videos? Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.